Yes.
Hey.
Back again with On My Block. This is season 3, episode 5, chapter 25. So last episode we left off with Masae's parent or mom died.
Yeah, she died.
Very sad. I don't know how she's gonna feel about that. Also, they thought that we had this. I think it was close to finding little Ricky, but it turns out it was just a janitor, and he was not it. This exterminator rat thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just curious if they're ever gonna find him. I think it's gonna be they're gonna find him to like the end of the season. I bet.
Yeah. Also, Victor's a little.
I'm still sick. So,
he's sick,
yeah. So if I sound like
nasally, that is why.
Yeah. But we gotta get these videos out. So yeah. Anyway, let's just start.
Let's just start. And remember, she tried to call Monse a while ago, but she didn't pick up. I just, to have a conflict not resolved, and then have someone pass away is,
I'm gonna drive you and pick her up. I need eyes on you.
Dad, you're being a little crazy.
Oh yeah, he has protection now.
Agreed. Dwayne, nothing's gonna happen to and from Brentwood.
You don't know what could happen.
I am on guard. I literally have an escape plan for any natural, divine, human-induced global
Yeah.
Oh, look, he still has the bruises on his face.
I'm talking. Stop talking like someone's gonna put a sack on his head and throw him in the back of a van.
Already happened.
No one's rolling up on our weird kid.
Actually, it's happened many times already, so they.
Can you just tie it for me? I told Monte I'd be there an hour ago.
Ties aren't just for events. Maybe someday you'll have a job and you have to wear one.
Then I'll hire you to do it for me.
You're a good kid. I'm proud of you. Thank you.
Oh.
I had a shitty dad. Never thought I'd be a good one. You don't get to choose your parents. The truth is, you don't really get to choose your kids either. If I could, I'd choose you, mijo. Yeah.
What about your other son,
You're
though?
the first person I've ever looked up to.
And it's a very sweet moment, but
Keep going.
Yeah.
I think if Oscar was the one saying it
I'll see you later.
to him, I think that would mean more because
Yeah.
he was the one that raised him, right?
Yeah.
Thank you for your service guarding my body and our home. I know it's a lot to ask, and I hate to ask, but
Don't.
Don't.
even Monse in mourning and Ruby triggered, our collective brain isn't operating at full capacity, and I fear we aren't going to make the arbitrary deadline in a few weeks set by your boss. Hey,
What do you want?
we need an extension. And I don't know how to ask for one, so I thought I could ask you to ask her. I mean, I don't want to ask you.
Can we go?
I know it's uncomfortable, but
We shouldn't be here with people that she left and lied about. All he wants is here.
what about your brother and sister? They want you here. It doesn't matter what any of those things. She was your mother. Those kids are your family.
I think it's actually very bad of him to go. Because he didn't really like her.
Sorry I'm late.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
So sorry.
She could have just went without his
Yeah.
dad,
Sorry
without
that
her
you're
dad.
going through
But
this.
We're not leaving.
It's non-negotiable.
Thank you. You are so.
No, fuck it, that's my plate.
no, he thought he was of service, like
Yeah.
as someone who.
Yeah.
Please.
You know who doesn't get mistaken for the help? A leader.
Gracias.
Yeah.
I'm here. Talk.
My brother and his friends need more time.
Because the mom died? Is this why you brought me out here? I didn't ask you to be a messenger.
With 19th Street. They're getting riled up and crossing lines. We need to calm them down before they do something that can't be undone.
Little boys. Whiny little bitches whose balls haven't dropped. Traviesos.
Traviesos we can't control.
Actually, I'm glad she said that because
Yeah.
remember they look so young.
Neutralize them.
Jefferson isn't yours to give. That territory was part of the deal I made to get you and your little brother out of that trap house alive. Your streets?
This is my street.
You know what's yours? Papacito. Nada.
Damn.
You own nothing. You don't even own yourself. Never forget that. Okay?
Okay. anyone would probably call her a bitch, but you know what? If she was a man,
No.
they would all
no,
respect
no,
him, you know. But I think, you know what?
I'm not saying she's a bitch at all.
Yeah, I know.
I'm
but
just saying that I think that the way Spooky looked at her is just like, I'm gonna set you up.
Why didn't you text me or Monse back?
Because I have nothing to say. I don't know who this Cuchichillo person is you keep asking about. And all this roller world shit was a long time ago. I have nothing new to add. It's not the time, no place to be drudging up the past. You hear me? Now, tell your friend.
Made it.
What else was I supposed to do? Stay home? Wait for Cuchillos to kill me?
You should all be listening to that inner voice. Now that voice telling us that we're not good enough and we're never gonna make it out of Free Ridge. And even if we do get out, we'll probably end up offing ourselves. Like Monse's mom. Now, I don't know what we're waiting for. Maybe we should
Oh my
do
God, kick him out!
in our caskets, right?
You gotta chill.
I am chill.
You may have said that in a calm voice, but what you did back there was not
Yeah.
chill. What the hell's going on with you?
I'm just done dancing around the bullshit of not telling the truth.
Look, you have
I would tell him to
every right
leave.
feel triggered. But what you're doing is triggering other people. Everybody's going through their own shit, okay? You gotta stop. Figure it out or go home.
Yeah.
I actually would tell him to just leave.
Why would you do that?
To get my vibe back.
Uncool, Ruby.
She wants you to mean that.
Yeah.
Was that her husband?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry I didn't reach out to you after you left. I
That's
didn't
not up to you,
know
though.
what
Yeah.
to say, but I should have said something.
Yeah.
It's been weighing on me for months, and I
We're good. Always were. Trying to make sense of why she did what she did.
Oh, so she did commit suicide. Oh.
She left us too. A few times.
I didn't
Oh.
know that.
She didn't want to do to Aiden and Cooper what she did to you. Sorry. That came out all wrong.
It's okay.
The night you left, what did you say to her?
Why?
She never got over it.
She called her on her bullshit, didn't she?
Yeah.
Maybe. And I tell him when I get to Bakersfield. There's a guy there who's helping me out. He can help you too.
I don't need help.
There's gonna be a day when the hood don't love you no more. When your power's taken. Cause this isn't a life. And you don't have to stay here. You can make other choices.
You could be president. Or an astronaut. Or a movie star. I can be anything I want to be because I had such a good role model.
You gotta let go of that rage.
Yeah.
Let it go. It's how I survived out here. Without you.
It's kind of sad.
It's very sad.
Everything bad that's ever happened in my life is because of you. You're gonna crush him the same way you crushed me. Why didn't you ever write to me? Or call? Did you ever even think of me?
Oh.
The worst part about growing up without a father is having to be a father to a brother without ever being a son.
I mean, I get Oscar's frustration, you know, a lot, you know, because that's how I go through my dad too. It's like he don't write call, but I don't get angry about it. I just let it go.
I dug up his grave. He wasn't there. We found him, no me. And now some scary lady wants us to find him, and if we don't find him, well, I don't even want to think about what happens if we don't find him. Well, I never said he was dead. So you do know more than you're letting on. And I don't know where he is. And even if I did, I wouldn't tell you. Give me my tongue.
Because she knows that you're
Yeah.
gonna tell that
Yeah.
lady, and she doesn't want
Yeah.
anyone to find him.
She left it for me.
What is it?
Without you?
It's her new book.
Was I so bad? What did I do? I thought taking a better job, being on the road, would give us a better life.
It wasn't you or me. It was her.
All those years. Waiting always thought she'd come back for me too.
Oh. This episode is like
I know, it's,
totally
really fucking
like sad.
Yeah.
I'm your brother. For most of your life, I've been your dad. If you're gonna be mad at someone, be mad at him. He's the one that up and left. Again, Watson was right. You are cursed. Everything bad that has happened to me is because of you.
It's the pain of loss. You can't shake feeling shitty.
I don't feel bad
Uh-oh.
or sad or shitty. I feel relieved.
Oh, wow.
I'm glad she's gone. She can't disappoint me anymore. And I can wonder whether or not she loved me. And all the shit that keeps happening to me, to us, I'm worried that it's starting not to penetrate or not make me feel anything.
Then maybe she should get out of Free Ridge and go to that school.
That too.
You know?
And I want to be with somebody who wants to be with me at all times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not just when they're feeling afraid. I'm a whole life's love, boo.
I get what she's saying.
These
Yeah.
feelings, they might be real.
Might be.
Yeah.
If you don't know,
Nope.
then not.
Yeah.
Oh
A producer?
no, a father.
No.
Like he works. Yeah, he's a priest. The same person.
Oh, is that him?
That's
him?
little Ricky?
I found little Ricky.
Oh.
Okay, first of all, what a like. It was beyond sad
Yeah.
though. I mean,
Definitely have that.
there wasn't that many funny moments in this
Yeah.
one. It was just straight up like a bone crusher, really.
Yeah.
But I mean, that was it's a hard conversation to have.
Yeah.
Like both of them. I mean, Monse with her like stepdad, and then Oscar with his dad. I
Yeah.
mean, you know, and they're both, you know, it's not the same conversation, but they're both talking about, you know, what it was to not have a parent,
Yeah.
you know? And so I guess that's some symbolism or, you know, some similarities in both their stories right now.
Yeah, I personally feel like this is definitely the saddest episode of the series. I definitely feel like that. But I think this all has to do with parents, like you said. And I think the one I mostly related to most, like I said, was Caesar. Because, like I said, again, I have that same type of thing with my father. But I think the way he deals with it is he's more angry, you know, that he left and he doesn't like...
talking about Caesar, talking about Oscar.
Oscar,
both of them.
sorry.
Oscar?
I'm talking about Oscar or
Okay.
Caesar.
Okay.
But Oscar, at this point, I get his feelings because I think he takes it more anger towards his father. As in, for me, like I said, I just give it like, oh, I don't care, you know? Like, if he writes me, I kind of ignore it. I don't care at this point. It's too late. And I feel like that's exactly where it is with Oscar. It's like, it's too late for him. He doesn't care. He's more
But
pissed off at
Caesar, he was happy to see him.
yeah, it's
If
different.
anything, he's looking for some,
Yeah.
to feel like he's
Yeah.
accepted by his father.
That was
or
I was going to get to that point too. Caesar, he kind of reminds me in a small sense as like my little brother. He was more into my dad too. Like, I want that love and all that type of stuff. Not knowing that I knew he was bullshit. And I feel like that's where Caesar, that's where the similarities I feel like is for me. I feel like Caesar thinks that it's all his fault that Oscar traced his dad away, where it wasn't. It's really the father, you know. And the father wasn't man enough to sit there and talk to Caesar and say, I'm leaving, you know? So I just feel like the father could have been mature about it. Even though I do feel like he was giving some wisdoms, you know.
He was trying his hardest, but
it was too
in
hard.
Oscar's defense, though, he was saying, "Well, what do you want me to do? You want me to be the president? You want me to be an astronaut?"
Oh yeah.
But there are some jobs that will accept you if you. I mean, wait, it was Oscar. What was he? He was in jail. Right?
Yeah, I think
there are some companies that will hire someone if you get out of jail.
Well, I'm not
prison or
necessarily
whatever,
talking about like what to do for a life or anything. I'm talking about like being involvement in a father. I think that's where like when he's in jail, you can still write in jail. You know, that's not an excuse. You can still call or receive calls or stuff like that. So even though he's in jail, he could still be involved in his life, but he chose not to. That's where I'm getting at. The whole what you could be, what you grow up, and all that type of stuff. That's kind of separate. I feel like. And it was kind of sad too, saying that how could he, raise a son when he's never been a son, you know? So like how
that was a heartbreaking. Like that sentence was just oh my god.
Like how can nowadays how can a kid or how can a man raise a son when they never was taught how to raise a kid, you know? Because most
they never had a father figure, so they're
how
just...
can they be a father if they never had a father figure?
Well, so what means that someone has to break the cycle.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, I kind of feel like nowadays in this generation, like at least our generation, millennials, we are sticking around with our kids. At least we're involved in our kids' lives. Because our fathers, most of my generation, didn't have the fathers. A lot of the fathers just ran off. At least that's in my experience. You know, I kind of feel like a lot of people nowadays are raising their kids, especially in the African American community, because that was always been a stereotype, like, oh, black fathers leave their kids all the time. But nowadays, you do see that we do take care of our kids. At least our generation is, because we know how it feels.
Also, I want to talk about Monse's dad and when they were in the room together, and I don't think I ever saw him break down and be vulnerable with Monse about their relationship. He was always protecting her. Be careful, be careful. But I think he was also, when he was saying that to her, he probably meant it to himself too. Like, I need to be careful too, because
he was being strong for. I think he's putting on a brave face for her.
Yeah.
But we also forget.
We never saw that he was hurting too until now. We just saw him.
Yeah, it just turned out that was just the way the mother was. I guess she just.
Because she was doing it with her husband and her kids that she has right now.
Yeah. I guess maybe it just shows that maybe some people aren't meant to be parents. You know.
Yeah. I don't think there's many people that have that are parents that I don't think that should be parents.
Yeah.
You know.
So I just feel like this episode had a whole bunch of shit, especially with Ruby and Jasmine, their conversation. It's like I agree with you saying that she's not no crisis. Yeah, she's a long haul love, and she's not gonna So again, this episode was amazing. It was probably one of my favorites this season.
I agree. This is like one of the top ones.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, if you guys are good to follow, check out the Patreon. Links in the description. See you guys next time.
Bye.